Palmer Park Playground is getting a makeover this autumn. Courtney McClure, The Standard. Scugog. Have you ever wondered how old the playground equipment in Palmer Park is? According to Carol Coleman, the Director of Public Works and Infrastructure Services, the current playground equipment located in Palmer Park is about 22 years old. In 2019, the township decided they would need to replace the equipment in Palmer Park soon. Township staff had, originally, planned to replace the equipment in 2 phases, said Ms. Coleman, but they have since received a grant contribution of $324,000. With this grant, the Scugog Township can replace the entire play structure and add a rubber surface. 75% of the playground retrofit comes from the grant given to the township, and about 25% comes from township reserves. According to Ms. Coleman, the playground equipment will be replaced entirely. Then, they will auction off the old playground equipment. The funds for the auction will go toward future investments for parks throughout the township of Scugog. The project will be completed during the fall, so as not to interfere with the enjoyment of the park during the busy summer months, explained Ms. Coleman. The equipment replacement will take about 2 to 3 months to complete. The construction process includes the removal of old playground equipment, construction of new concrete curb, and installation of the playground and new rubber play surface. The objective is to create an inclusive destination playground to enhance the waterfront and historic downtown of Port Perry, said Ms. Coleman. Ms. Coleman said at least 50% of the playground structure will provide accessibility for disabled people. The design includes a rubber play surface, which increases accessibility for people with mobility issues. Since 2018, the Township of Scugog has replaced 1 playground each year. According to the township's website, there are 14 parks within the community. The township replaces the playground equipment to revitalize the park and meet safety requirements, said Ms. Coleman. If you have any questions or inquiries about the new playground structure in Palmer Park, please contact works@scugog.ca. The Township of Scugog also invites people to provide feedback on the playground's design. If you're interested, you can find and complete the survey at my.scugog.ca.
Durham Police continue to see cases of seniors being targeted by scam callers. Dan Kearns, The Standard. Scugog. Durham Regional Police Services, DRPS, continue to hear about local seniors falling for scam calls, even in North Durham. At a meeting on Monday, April 4th, Inspector Ryan Connolly told Scugog councillors senior-related calls for service increased by 10% from 2020 to 2021. The fraudsters out there, they like to target our elderly. That's an easy target for them, Inspector Connolly said. You have a generation that's very trusting, and unfortunately, that sometimes leads to victimization. Inspector Connolly said these types of calls are becoming more and more common. We've had several tragic cases in the last couple of weeks, even in North Division, where one couple lost their entire savings, he explained. The local police service has been trying to combat this through education. From an education standpoint, we are doing everything we can to get the word out there to not fall victim to these various scams. But unfortunately, we are still seeing members of our elderly community becoming victims, Inspector Connolly stated. Inspector Connolly encourages people who receive calls like this asking for money or personal information to contact the police. Some of these types of calls will ask for payment via gift cards. In a 2021 video posted on the DRPS Twitter page, Detective Constable Martin Franzen explained the Canada Revenue Agency CRA scam. It tends to come at you in 2 forms. You may get a threatening telephone message that tells you must pay your CRA bill now, or else police are going to come to arrest you. Alternatively, you may receive a text message which says you have a refund. You're not anticipating a refund, but they're telling you have one coming. Do not respond to either of them. The CRA will not threaten you, and you won't receive a text message saying you are getting money back, the detective constable stated in the video. On the DRPS website, there are several tips to avoid scams. One is to never provide personal information to anyone over the phone unless you have confirmed their identity. Police also ask people not to send money or gift cards to people they don't know. For information, go online to www.drps.ca.
Many familiar names included in recently released Sunshine List. Dan Kearns, The Standard. North Durham, Kawartha. Many municipal officials and staff members made it onto the Ontario government's 2021 Public Sector Salary Disclosure List. Sometimes referred to as the Sunshine List, the list annually reports on all public sector employees who make $100,000 or more. 16 Township of Scugog employees made it onto this year's list. CAO Ken Nix made $171,420. Director of Development Services Kevin Heritage was paid $135,217. Fire Chief Mark Burney earned $134,240. Library CEO Amy Collin brought home $133,551. Public Works Director Carol Coleman earned $133,168. Firefighter Training Officer Clint Walker made $123,624, while Firefighter Duty Captain Todd Sumra made $122,293. Finance Director Laura Barta brought home $120,397. Others from the township included on the list were Firefighter Joe Goris, $112,016, Public Works Manager Roberto Frasca, $111,845, Finance Manager Terry Barton, $106,420, Planning Manager Robin Prentice, $105,814, Community Services Director Lori Bowers, $104,818, Public Services Manager Sarah White, $102,130, Chief Building Officer Nicholas Dawkins, $101,667, and Human Resources Manager Robin Halowski, $101,560. 8 Uxbridge Township employees were also featured on the list. Uxbridge's highest paid employee was CAO Christy Honey at $170,228. Treasurer Donna Condon was next, earning $143,917. Community Services Director Amanda Ferraro made $127,041, as did Public Works Director Ben Kester, Fire Chief Phil Alexander, and Clerk Debbie LaRue. Roads Operations Manager Bill Reinard brought home $101,326. Deputy Treasurer Toby Ann Lee earned $100,460. Several Kawartha Lakes officials were on the list as well, including CAO Ron Taylor, $201,052. Police Chief Mark Mitchell, $180,196. Fire Chief Terry Jones, $148,178. And last but not least, Mayor Andy Letham earning a moderate $114,037. Movement for Life by Lauren Walker, special to the Standard. Maybe you've experienced coming to the gym and not really knowing where to start. Take heart, you're not alone. Women love to exercise, but how do we keep them motivated? Here are some keys to remaining active long term. Number 1, group classes. We've had women in our classes for 20 years. Why? There's a sense of camaraderie and friendship. Women thrive in group classes because we get to laugh and work hard together. We need emotional support from our peers. Number 2, structure. We have classes Monday to Thursday at 8:30 a.m. When people have a place to go and a specific time to be there, they show up. I gotta be here and exercise. That's my time, and I hate to miss it. Number 3, routine. When women come to exercise, they don't want to have to think about it. We find a clear and specific routine encourages consistency. Whether in a group class or personal training, it's about working towards a goal. Number 4, change it up. Our group classes are never the same twice. We do that purposely because when it's the same all the time, women lose interest. Long-term success means changing the routine to stimulate strength development. Number 5, social time. We love to talk and laugh. Women love to be part of a group fostering positivity. We help each other solve problems or just get through a tough workout. The truth is, exercise is more fun when you have people to share it with. Whether you're a lone wolf or a social butterfly, you can be successful. Follow what works for you and stick with it. Don't be afraid to shake up your routine and try something different. Long-term success is about consistency. All you need to do is keep showing up. Let's get moving.
Vision and Diabetes by Tina Y. Gerber. Diabetes is a disease which prevents the body from making insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas. As a result, the metabolism of fats, proteins, and sugars are not balanced, causing problems. While my blood sugars have leveled out, I try to keep my blood sugars under 7.0. I am now dealing with lipids around my eyes. My optometrist is unsure whether it's allergy-related or not, and she has prescribed cromolyn sodium, used to treat this irritation. She has been monitoring my vision closely since 1981, especially since the onset of diabetes 2 years ago. While there is some improvement, I am hoping and praying the drops will dissolve the lipids around my eye. Regular vision examinations are important, as changes in vision can often be an early symptom of diabetes. People with diabetes are more likely to develop cataracts and glaucoma, in addition to other ocular problems. A common condition I have been facing is dry eye, which is normal with the aging process. I was surprised to learn dry eye can be a symptom of general health problems, such as arthritis. My eyes feel gritty as though I have sand in them, and often sting and are painful upon waking. Dry eye is usually chronic. Both my grandmothers had dry eye. And, as far as medical science understands, there is no cure. However, my optometrist has recommended artificial lubricating eye drops to manage this condition, which makes me feel more comfortable. A regular eye exam is important for a person's overall health. It is recommended adults have a comprehensive eye examination every 2 years, and seniors and children have one annually. While spring is here, another important factor to consider is protecting your eyes from the sun. Wearing UV preventative eye gear is just as important as putting on sunscreen to protect against the harmful effects of ultraviolet UV radiation. Infants and young children are especially vulnerable to UV rays. UV light is absorbed by the eye's tissue and can cause serious eye damage. Being exposed even for short periods can cause several long-term eye health problems, such as cataracts, macular degeneration, photokeratitis, pinguiculus, and pterygium, which are directly related to UV exposure. A comprehensive eye exam by your optometrist ensures optimal vision, eye health, and peace of mind.
The Standard Podcast was produced by Greenstream Studio for the Standard newspaper.